Good morning. Hello! Say hello!
Hi!
We are at Royal Lancashire. Dublin is in her stable and you would have seen the sheer amount of grass, which I won't lie, I'm low-key freaking out. You all know how hard I've worked to keep her tiny and skinny and now she's on that, but nothing you can do. She will not be getting any hay, of which I brought extra in case. Don't need that. She won't be getting anything until we go to bed at like 11 o'clock. So yeah, but we're gonna set up and then go and have a look around the show, I think. Charlie trailing behind, but we are just out for a leg stretch. Charlie and I at one point did forget that we're actually here for a show.
What?
We have wandered around the county show, we've had a few ciders.
3 ciders and a Prosecco.
And then we sat at the car and it was like, actually here for a reason. So we are just taking Dubs for a
We're here
walk.
for a good time, not a long time.
She has been more than happy. She is in such a food coma. She had her head over the door, like, because she's just eaten so much grass. And I'm a little bit, I don't know, I daren't take the rug off. I don't want to see the belly, to be honest.
Rude, she's the feltest she's ever been.
So
I
we're,
can't get my hands around it.
the showgrounds, like the horse section that I'm in tomorrow is empty. But we are out for a leg stretch. Gonna shoot jumping. Gonna take her for a good, I'd like to keep her out for a good half an hour. And then I'll take her out again before we go to bed probably. So we're gonna do this and then go and get some dins. And yeah.
Feed my little food baby.
See what happens. But yeah, it's quite quiet, it's nice and chill. I like that it's nice and chill. She's very happy. Aren't you, Bob? You happy girl? Yeah, happy girl. Right, we're walking back. Charlie has done her stable, or she's doing our stable. So for the first time ever, I've come to a show where they've actually given us bedding. Oh, there she is, the queen, taking poo out. I don't think you can go in yet. Oh, there we go. So I'm literally going to give her a corner because she's going to eat all this grass down. Come on then, in you come. I have polos. Oh, this is, Jesus, no. Oh my God, that's a stallion. Oh dear. So that's actually a problem. She finished the season 3 days ago. That's clearly a stallion. He has calmed down. Charlie's walked around the side to see if there's anyone there, but yeah, not ideal. That's the only problem. There's Charlie. That's the only problem when you come to Savory shows, that you can't control like what's around you. So less than ideal. Anyway, Dubs has, they provided bedding, so I'm not. Is it a stallion? Okay. Dubs won't be first. I mean, she'll be fine, but yeah, not great. Anyway, I'm not using my green mile because they've actually provided a bedding for once. I never ever been to a show they've given you some free bale of bedding. So we're going to use it and take all of ours home. You're not having your supper yet. You're going to have it a bit later because you've got all this grass to eat and you've been eating God knows how much for how long. So you need to rest your belly and you'll get some dinner later on. But yeah, we're going to go and feed ourselves and then we will come back. But she has plenty of grass and plenty of water. So we will come back in a few hours and see to you. Okay.
He's got the biggest willy I've ever seen.
Little bit of dinner. Hey, you don't get dinner, but just some supplements. Hey. Oh dear, we have a lot of poo stains. Good morning. This is less than ideal. We all know Dublin has a sensitive tummy, and I think eating all of that grass last night has just completely gone through her. I have got shampoo, thank God, but that tail without a hose is going to be a nightmare, so I just think all that grass has gone through her. She's absolutely bloody covered. And I didn't bring extra supplements, I only brought her food. And I've put loads of gutties in her breakfast because I knew I went like with the change. Okay, you're not having any more grass. You're not having any more. Nope. I've put her rug there so that she can't actually get to the grass. And I've tied her short. She doesn't look bad weight-wise, and she's not filthy. We obviously just have this problem, which is kind of just a situation of I'm boiling the kettle, to make us a cup of tea and a coffee because we're going to need it, but I'm going to put some warm water in and I'm just going to soak it, and then it's just going to be a case of brushing out all the little poo fibres. So yeah, she looks good in herself, because obviously I was a bit worried that then she'd then be a bit like lethargic from it, but she seems okay in herself. So yeah, not a lot we can do. I'm kicking myself that I didn't bring, I've got like a big square of AstroTurf that I'll put down on if we have like a concrete stable, and I have that for this year, but I didn't think to bring it to this because I was like, oh, it's either going to be flooded and just ruin the AstroTurf, or she's just on grass. But I did not expect the grass to be like as long as it was. There's normally just like a small amount in there, like when we go to Equifest there's a small amount in there. So yeah, just frustrated. I am frustrated myself with the situation, to be honest, because it's been about 140 quid to come and do these 2 classes, and the poor girl is now covered in poo. So I need a cup of tea. Numpty reporting for an update. Come out here because the lighting's better and I can laugh at Charlie sniggering at me in the corner. Absolute. So, do you remember when we went to, lighting better there? We went to Norton, wherever it was, and did our area qualifier. And I went home and didn't do the in hand because it was like a 2-hour wait and I didn't want to make her wait. In my head, in my head, I had some reason just said, yeah, I've got my area qualifiers in hand, ready and done. We were just about to put Dublin's bridle on. I got my qualification card out and went, I never did the in hand. So I've entered a £25 class that I can't go in because I haven't qualified to go into it. I've only qualified to go into the ridden. So 6 AM alarm. We did have to deal with Punami, that's the word. So now we're going to have some breakfast and a cup of tea. Dublin's got a massage pad on. She's chill, she's ready to go. She's happy bunny. I'm slightly kicking myself and I'm annoyed and Charlie trying to convince me she's had a lovely time and that it's okay. Inside she's going, what the
I'm putting this in the bank. Next time I up, I can go, remember when you messed up? Remember when you messed up?
Remember when I paid and entered a class and then got ready for that I can't do? Oh man, breakfast time. Is it too early for a beer?
So Katie and Dub's just having a little walk round. Just get her warmed up, ready for her class. And I'm trying to clean the liquid poo off my leg because Dub squitted me. But it's fine. We're not worrying about it. But yeah, so we're just having a little walk round.
Yes.
And then we'll get ready to go in.
Okay, starting off with a public service announcement. I have already got rid of this microphone. I've binned it. The holder for it constantly breaks and the microphone dicks into the screen, so it's gone. Anyway, we warmed up. She warmed up nicely. Luckily, we only had one more poo splat, so it was definitely a grass thing, not like a belly thing. But she warmed up really nicely, and then it was time to go in. So this is where the problems started. She went in and she got her tongue straight over the bit. You can get a really good thing here. Look at the size of it for a start. So she felt awful. Now, I'm going to ask my instructor whether or not stopping and sorting it out would have been acceptable. She slipped on a poo, and I don't know, I panicked for a bit because then she took a few strides of feeling really awful and really stiff. And just to the point where I was a bit like, oh God, I don't know what to do. They called us in to change the rain. And when I picked it up again, it felt a bit better. So yeah, but this whole tongue over the bit was a massive problem. Luckily, I got it sorted. And then I was actually called out first for our individual. So I came out and yeah, the judge didn't actually want to ask me anything. I got quite a nice square halt. There we go. She just had a little look at her, mentioned that she was 24, and then said, off I go. It's an open show, so I could choose what I wanted to do. So I stuck with the one that I have been practicing with Katie. So a few strides walk out into trot, and already she just felt so much better. Now that her tongue's where it should be, she went so much nicer. Now, not my favourite individual, but it was not bad. It's definitely an improvement on last year's, but I am aware that I have not been in the school as much as I would like. Anyway, I did quite a curved change of rein, got a nice canter transition, and felt a huge sigh of relief because her canter felt gorgeous again. So luckily, physio is coming next weekend, but it was just nice that she hadn't actually hurt herself with that slip. Came around and changed the rein again, a little bit reluctant to come back to trot. The arena was massive and I felt, well, we had plenty of room, but I don't look like I'm using my arena, like I hadn't come all the way up to the edges when I probably could have. So that's something maybe to go home and have a good think about. But came round, did my second canter, came back down to trot, got my 6 strides of walk, and I got another square halt. So I was actually I was pleased with that. I knew I needed to redeem ourselves a little bit, so I was chuffed. It was then Charlie's time to shine. She's never done grooming before, by the way. So for her outfit to get pulled together, and yeah, she came in, did all the grooming. So basically you take your saddle off, brush all the sweat marks, and then you go out for the conformation. Now, Dublin doesn't have the best conformation, so we struggle. But she was asking me about Dublin, and then this is where it kind of all went downhill. So she is a well-respected judge, so this kind of almost took me by surprise, but she just went, your throat lash is too tight. It should be a hand gap. And I put my hand in the throat lash and I had a hand plus probably another hand space. So I looked puzzled. She looked at me and just kind of went, okay, well, I still don't like it. I think it looks tight. And I was like, okay, like, I'm sorry, I can change it. So the second thing was, she said that your curb chain is upside down. And I was like, oh, I'll hold my hands up. I didn't even know that could be a thing. The curb chain should have just got like that little extra loop at the back for a lip strap, and mine was at the top and not at the bottom. So I got, penalised a bit for having it upside down. That little loop is supposed to be at the bottom. Mine was kind of just like sitting in the middle. It doesn't affect the horse in any way, but yeah, it's supposed to be sitting at the bottom. So yeah, mine was upside down. Anyway, went out and did our little confirmation bit. Dublin is always so bad in hand. She just is so almost too relaxed that she just looks incredibly lazy. So her ears are never forward. Like, they're always quite just like flat, kind of relaxed, I suppose, and they look a bit back. But you'd sort of walk away, turn a circle, trot back. Now, she's always good. I never have to like drag her. So you trot back towards your judge, and this is where you look how miserable she looks. And then you just sort of turn a circle, and then you'll just sort of get straight line, walk and halt. In the in-hands, they make you do full-blown figure of eights, but not if it's just a confirmation section. So I stand out in front, square, halt, and done. Anyway, we were 4th out of 4, but luckily for me, the coloured and the bay had already qualified, so the placings are allowed to go down to 4th. So yeah, the girl and myself managed to get our qualifications. So yeah, good day all out. I was pleased with Dublin. Hopefully I can sort the tongue over the bit situation. But yeah, lessons learnt, and we're going to champs, guys. Right, I don't know how much I would have explained in my voiceover, but yeah, the 4th place was well deserved. We had that issue with the tongue over the bit, which I haven't had in a long time, so we'll have a look into that. And yeah, so yeah, a little bit of kick up the butt that I needed. But we're happy. They did pass the qualifications down. It can go down to 4th place. And because the 2 girls that were 1st and 2nd had qualified, I managed to get away with it with the skin of my teeth. But I am aware that I now need to go home, do some homework, do some stuff, get myself back in A game. I'm so used to being so organised. And then I think because everything is so organised, I've then got a bit complacent. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and give myself a kick up the butt, otherwise Charlie will shout at me again. She didn't shout at me really, I didn't.
I'm nice to her.
She's been lovely. And how cute is Charlie's outfit?
Don't tell anyone, but I think I actually had a nice time.
Oh my god. To be fair, I really enjoyed areas when I came to dressage.
Yeah.
I haven't entered one though. Here's my winter goal. Oh, there we go, my earring is in. But for our 2nd show of the year, I think that's what I forget. It's only our 2nd show of the year. We've just not been able to get out a lot, but I've got a lot of shows now consistently before VHS Supremes. Look how much gel is in my hair. So yeah, it was just the kick up the butt I needed. Then anyway, we're gonna pack up. Dublin's back in her stable. Priority was just to get her sorted out. I popped her back in her stable for half an hour. We're gonna clear up, probably feed ourselves, and go home. Yeah, a little bit of mash before we go home. Oh, you mix it with grass, you're minging. We are home. Mwah. But anyway, yes, I am actually really pleased that we are going to be going back into a Supreme at VHS. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last year. I'm going to make sure she's that bit fitter because it's the end of the season and it's like another 3 days. So yeah, but she's looking really good. The grass hasn't made her too poorly. The squits have stopped. I think she just had that one sort of night of explosion just from having all that grass. And yeah, so yeah, mistakes were made. We learned from them. It was a good kick up the teeth. Normally by now we've done a few stayaways because the seasons have all changed now. So I'm glad we went away. I'm glad we had a night away because I need to refine my packing list. I need to refine my to-do list. And it was just a kick up the butt because we have got stayaway after stayaway after stayaway now. So yes, and I'm pleased that this one, although tired, is perfect. She's very, very happy girly. She looks very, very good. So we're all very happy. Anyway, thank you for watching. And a big thank you to you, Charlie, for coming because you were a legend and you looked amazing. But yeah, we will see you next week. Bye, guys.